Point, in addition to looking for your translation channels before we begin, I just invite all of you to mute your computers so that the beautiful background noise that's taking place around you, we see some groups also joining us. Sometimes that causes reverberation. So if you wouldn't mind just taking a moment to close your microphones at this point, that would be very, very helpful. Thank you. We're all very, very excited today. Thank you for all of us for joining us, making this truly an international event, not only because of the participants, but also because of all of you joining us from around the world. As you know, this is the closing ceremony for the fifth Talitha Kum leadership course. So today we're honoring the transformative journey that 26 people from 23 countries have been on over the course of this year. And the theme that's been guiding them is Talitha Kum, servant leaders, pilgrims of hope. Now, each participant, and we'll see from some of them, all of them have brought a very diverse culture and, of course, experiences with them. But what's uniting them is a very, very deep commitment to eradicate human trafficking and a shared mission to defend human dignity. So throughout this program, they've been growing as leaders, both individually but in groups, hoping, to be more deeply rooted in the spirituality of Talitha Kum, in the networking and the leadership skills that they have been learning. On the individual level, this course has strengthened their personal capacity and the gifts they've already brought so that they will advocate and lead even in a much better and more collaborative way on an international level as well. And on the community level, it's widened and broadened them so that they can begin to work globally with people across borders, overcoming limitations of language and culture. So a shared purpose is always the uniting focus. Of course, that has also brought all of you, all of our guests, together with us. So now, at this time, we begin the award ceremony for the fifth Talitha Kum leadership course. Sister Carmen, would you please lead us in an opening prayer?
Solo para decirte gracias, porque escuchas y haces tuyo el clamor de cada pobre. Solo para alabarte siempre, porque restañas todas las heridas con tu amor. Eres tú, siempre tú, con voz que llama, que me busca, que me apremia, que me seduce y que me urge a buscarte entre mi gente, entre las calles, en mi país.
En esta oración de apertura, reconocemos su esfuerzo y dedicación en la formación. Reconocemos su compromiso en esta lucha contra la trata de personas. Su pasión y entrega son fundamentales para crear un mundo más justo y seguro para todas y todos. Dios de bondad, gracias por este curso que termina. Gracias por la espiritualidad que nos enraiza en Dios. Gracias por las herramientas adquiridas, por toda la experiencia. Hoy tenemos la convicción que nuestro liderazgo se inspira en la persona de Jesús, en sus enseñanzas, en sus acciones. Por eso es exigente y desafiante. Nos recuerda que solo Dios puede transformar incluso las situaciones más desesperadas y resucitar lo que parece muerto, pues su espíritu liberador está actuando constantemente para dar vida en abundancia. Gracias por esta llamada a servir, para seguir siendo instrumentos de justicia y libertad para quienes sufren. Que la luz de la justicia y la compasión guíe sus pasos, que la fuerza de la solidaridad y la empatía les impulse a seguir siempre adelante, y que la voz del Espíritu de Jesús les recuerde siempre la importancia de proteger y defender la vida de quienes más nos necesitan. Amén.
Amén.
Thank you so much, Sister Carmen, for providing us with this beautiful prayer that truly roots us with images as well, reminding us in whose company we are on this pilgrimage, that one person that unites us. Thank you so much. Sister Abby, would you please now welcome us in your role as the international leader of Talitha Kum?
Thank you so much, Sister Bernadette, and of course, Sister Carmen, for that beautiful prayer and for introduction. Again, it's a really joy to welcome you, all of you, dear friends, brothers, and of course, our sisters, to the closing ceremony of the 5th edition of Talitha Kum Leadership Course. This is our 5th edition, so we've gone through for this, so thank you so much. But I'd like to begin by acknowledging the presence of our executives of the UASG, of course, with the presence of Sister Roxanne, accompanied by Sister Mary Jones. So both of them are here really to support us. Thank you so much for this, for your presence. And of course, the representatives from Pontifical Holy Cross University for this collaboration. Unfortunately, Dr. Cristina Reyes won't be able to join us here, but on behalf of her, Mr. Juan, with that I'd like to acknowledge that his presence. Thank you for joining us, accompanied by our Professor Ivan, that is part of our formation team. Thank you, Ivan. And together with other collaborators, another university from Tangasa, which is they are joining from Kenya with this brother Jonas. I'm sure you are around. And of course, Sister Joyce, thank you for joining us today. And of course, we have also our Sister Mariola, also joining from India as a keynote speaker for today. And most of you that I know, Talitha Kum coordinators from all around the world, and of course, our collaborators. Without your support or guidance and collaboration for this program won't be possible. And again, we are truly grateful for your presence today and welcome. As Sister Bernadette said, this is our conclusion, this leadership course, but it's really in gratitude. My heart is full of gratitude. So over this month of this, our participants or our graduates for today, so we have not only gained new skills and practical tools, but we have also grown as community, rooted in compassion, courage, and hope. So I think one of the greatest blessings, and probably you all agree with me, is this program has been the opportunity to truly know one another, not only from our online sessions, as well as to the meaningful encounter that we shared in Lima, Peru. I thank you for our hosts in Peru, and that's with full support. They are joining from there. So they are celebrating for their 50th anniversary, actually. So from that encounter, we have discovered the richness of our diversity, sharing our knowledge, the best practices, and the strength that comes from our walking together in this mission. And then I think I would leave it to this experience with our two participants who will also share their reflection for their journey and meaningful experience that have shaped this leadership training. As Pope Francis said in his encyclical De Fratelli Tutti, that reminds us hope is bold. It can look beyond personal convenience and inspire us to pursue higher ideals that bring meaningful and beauty to life. This is the spirit I see in each of you, leaders who dare to hope, who dare to stand for dignity, and who dare to shine light where there is darkness, especially accompanying victims and survivors of human trafficking. I want to sincerely thank to the rest of formators for today's edition, particularly Sister Carmen and Sister Ana Maria for being mentors for the Spanish-speaking participants. And of course, Sister Bernadette for her really a generosity. And for the rest of the entire formator team, Sister Angela, Professor Ivan, Brother Jonah, Sister Joyce, Marion, and of course the Talitha Kum team who made this journey possible. So your dedication, creativity, and generosity shaped this course and supported each participant in their growth. And would also like to express deep gratitude to our partners in mission. Without your support, this program won't be possible, and the impact of this leaders' work would not reach as far. And of course, to all of you, to the 26 participants from 23 countries, you are now part of a global network of hope. Remember, we do not walk alone. Together, as pilgrims of hope in this Jubilee year and beyond, we shine as light for dignity, justice, and life. Again, congratulations to each of you. We will be just beginning of this event, but this will continue for the rest of our life in this mission. So go forth with courage, compassion, as servants, leaders, and pilgrims of hope. Welcome, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sister Abby, for your remarks. And hearing you, I'm sure all of us who've been participating this year, as we listened, we brought back a lot of memories. So thank you so much. Yes. So we now move into the next phase of our celebration. We'll now be hearing from several speakers. First, two speakers are representing the institutions that are behind the leadership course. First, we'll be hearing from Sister Roxanne Shares, a member of the School Sisters of Notre Dame, who, after leading her community at the international level, became the executive secretary of the International Union of Superiors General in August, who is the main sponsor organization for Talitha Kum. After Sister Roxanne, we will welcome Mr. Juan Manuel Mora, the Vice Director for Communication for the Pontifical University of the Holy Cross. Mr. Mora is standing in on behalf of the Vice Rector of the university, Ms. Cristina Reyes, who unfortunately could not be with us. Welcome to both of you. We look forward to hearing you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Bernadette. And it's really a great privilege and joy for me, on behalf of the UISG, the International Union of Superiors General, to welcome you and join with you in this moment of celebration and thanksgiving in this closing ceremony of the 5th Talitha Kum leadership course. I wish to extend my heartfelt gratitude to you, the participants, and the formators, members of Talitha Kum Global Network and the UISG staff, Tangazakal University, and the Pontifical University of the Holy Cross. I can only begin to imagine the rich experience you, participants in this program, have shared this past year in your journey together, coming from 23 different countries with diverse cultures, range of experiences, and a deep commitment to ending human trafficking. Together, as Talitha Kum servant leaders, pilgrims of hope, you and all of us have been and are called again and again to participate in what St. Oscar Romero referred to as a hard mission, a revolution, the revolution of Christ's love. This kind of revolution is motivated by the power of love that seeks conversion, the transformation of society. As leaders sharing in God's mission, which is surely one of transformation, we are invited and constantly challenged to live this journey, an ongoing journey that involves awareness of the reality, encounter and accompaniment, service and advocacy, and healing and reconciliation. Journeying with those whose human dignity has been denied, those who have struggled and suffered, we begin to share their suffering and pain. And together, we discover God's gift of hope and begin to discern how to respond with our presence and the service required, with our moral responsibility to be advocates, to raise a prophetic voice where silence only perpetuates injustice, and to address the root causes of human trafficking and slavery. And together as pilgrims of hope, we foster among us whole persons in our social relationships through healing and reconciliation. So on this pilgrimage as servant leaders, you and we discover another gift, that we need each other to become truly free, to be truly human, sisters and brothers, all loved and sharing in God's dream of a splendid universal communion. So with your new insights and practical tools, and with renewed courage and strength, may you embrace this hard mission, the revolution of Christ's love. Thank you, and many blessings as you go forward.
Dr. Mora, over to you, please. Have we lost Dr. Mora? Is he with us?
I think he is muted somewhere.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, it looks
just
like
came in.
kicked off. Yeah. Dr. Mora, it looks like you may have just joined us once again. So we are now ready and most welcome to hear what you have to share with us today.
Microphone.
We can see you.
Dr. Mora, are you speaking in Spanish or English? You may switch your, it's either way. We cannot hear you. Okay.
May I make a suggestion that we move on to the keynote speaker and then we can come back to Dr. Mora once the connectivity issues are resolved?
Yeah, it will be a good idea. Thank you.
Sure. So it is now my privilege to introduce our keynote speaker, Sister Mariola. Sister Mariola is a member of the Sisters of Bethany, and her main site of ministry has been in various places in India. Sister holds degrees in economics as well as law and human rights, and has served in administrative positions within her congregation, as well as in various outreach programs in shelters, but also leading major food programs. Implementing the research that she did for her doctoral thesis on food security among slum dwellers. Sister Mariola is also an advocate. Her voice has been heard even in the halls of the United Nations. So it is now our privilege to hear her, knowing that we hear thousands of vulnerable people through her. Welcome, Sister Mariola.
Thank you.
Emma, she needs the presentation, I guess. Can you share? Thank you. Sister Mariola, I think you will be joining live today. Thank you.
Yeah. A very good afternoon to all of you, my dear sisters and brothers. A special thanks to UIST Executive Secretariat, to Sister Abby Avellino, the coordinator of Talitha Kum International, and for the formators for this unique opportunity to deliver the keynote address at this closing ceremony of the 5th Talitha Kum Leadership Course on the theme Talitha Kum Servant Leaders, Pilgrim of Hope. It is with deep gratitude and a sense of sacred responsibility that I stand before you to share my reflections on the theme. Over these courses, we have been challenged, encouraged, equipped, and above all, reminded of who we are and what we are called to be. Servant leaders, pilgrims of hope in a wounded world. The theme of this gathering, Talitha Kum servant leaders, pilgrims of hope, is both a reflection and a mission statement. It reminds us of the gospel scene in Mark 5:41, where Jesus, holding the hand of the young girl, presumed to be dead, speaks words that still echo through our lives and ministries. Talitha Kum, little girl, I say to you, rise. It is the call to rise not just once, but daily, that anchors our leadership and fuels our commitment to combat the evil of human trafficking. Pilgrims of hope in a fractured world. To be a pilgrim of hope today is a radiant act. We walk not as tourists, not as mere observers, but as pilgrims, deeply aware of the pain, violence, and exploitations present in the world, especially through the dehumanizing crime of human trafficking. Our journey is not just geographical, it is spiritual, emotional, and moral. Hope does not ignore suffering, it walks straight into it with eyes wide open and heart fully engaged. Hope refuses to surrender to despair. Hope acts, and this is precisely the spirit of Talitha Kum leadership, grounded in realism, resilience, and the gospel. Hope does not disappoint us because God's love has been poured into our hearts through the Holy Spirit. Romans 5:5. In this Jubilee year, a sacred time of restoration, renewal, and commitment, we are called to lead with renewed vigor. Jubilee invites us to imagine a world where dignity is restored, relationships are healed, and freedom is reclaimed. This is the vision we carry forward. The character of a servant leader. As we reflect on a leadership journey through this course, it is clear that servant leadership is not a concept, it is a daily discipline. It is not about position, power, or prestige, but about presence, purpose, and prophetic courage. A servant leader in the Talitha Kum network is rooted in the gospel. Every strategy, campaign, and action must flow from a deep spiritual foundation. Our strength is not in numbers, not in funding, but in our faithfulness to the gospel call to liberate and love. Attuned to the margins. We do not lead from the center of comfort, but from the margins of suffering. We listen to survivors, we learn from them, we walk with them. They are not our beneficiaries, they are our co-creators for change. Courageous and collaborative. In the face of criminal networks, corruption, and complacency, we must rise as courageous witnesses. But we are not alone. Collaboration with governments, NGOs, church institutions, and especially with each other is essential. Resilient and reflective. Burnout is real in this world. A servant leader makes space for reflection, renewal, and spiritual nourishment. We lead from a well that is continually filled, not from emptiness. As Pope Francis reminds us in Fratelli Tutti, we are called to this course has not only equipped us with the practical tools for action and advocacy, but has also rooted us more profoundly in the gospel. It is a call to stand up, to lead with compassion, courage, and unwavering hope. We have gained not only skills in leadership, collaboration, and strategic engagement, but also a deeper spiritual grounding. The call of Jesus to the little girl, Talitha Kum, little girl, I say to you, rise, is also his call to us today. To rise from fear, indifference, and resignation, and to stand with and for those who have been pushed down by systems of exploitation. Through this formation, we are reminded that effective leadership is not just about doing more, but about becoming more attentive, more prophetic, more faithful to the mission entrusted to us. We are not merely leading projects, we are living out a gospel mandate to be hope bearers in the darkest places. From learning to action, the practical tips I would like to present. This course has equipped us with practical tools for advocacy, prevention, survivor accompaniment, legal framework, and systematic change. As we go forward, let us translate this learning into clear commitments. Prevention through education and awareness. Organize local workshops in parishes and schools to raise awareness about trafficking tactics. Create culturally appropriate materials that speak to vulnerable communities, especially migrants, women, and children. Use digital platforms to counter online trafficking, especially among youth. Empowering survivors. Partner with survivors to become peer educators and leaders. Develop reintegration programs that go beyond temporary shelter to include education, vocational training, and psychological healing. Include survivors in program planning, nothing for them without them. Advocacy and policy engagement. Engage with local and national governments to push for just laws and proper enforcement. Collect data and stories that humanize the issue. Numbers matter, but names and faces transform hearts. Join global campaigns during key advocacy moments like World Day Against Trafficking or the International Day of Prayer and Awareness. Build strong networks. Stay connected through regional and international Talitha Kum hubs. Share resources best practices and innovations across countries and cultures, support younger sisters and leaders. Mentorship is mission. Integrate the work into our communities. Educate our own religious communities about human trafficking. Encourage community sisters to be active participants in prevention. Make anti-trafficking work part of formation programs for new members. As the compendium of the social doctrine of the church states, the dignity of the human person is the foundation of a moral vision for society. Our work is not charity, it is justice, and justice is love made visible in public life. As pilgrims of hope, our journey does not end here. It begins anew. It begins now. In a world that often trades in despair, we dare to hope. In a world that commodities human life, we declare its sacredness. In systems that silence the vulnerable, we amplify their voices. This is our prophetic code. Leadership for us is not about being in front. It is about being with the poor, with the forgotten, with the trafficked, with those who are still waiting to hear the words, Talitha Kum, rise. We do not walk alone, we walk together with one heart, one mission, one prayer for a world made new. So I want to conclude with a short prayer. May we have the courage to lead with love, the wisdom to act with justice, and the humility to serve with joy. May we always be pilgrims of hope, never turning back, always walking forward with the light of Christ as our guide. Let us rise, let us lead, let us never lose hope. Talitha Kum. So I want to thank you for this opportunity, and I'm really happy that in my life's journey, God enabled many people to come into my life and taught me how to say Talitha Kum, rise. Maybe a little girl or a little boy, a youth, a woman, or a man. So, as pilgrims of hope, we always journey together. We are never alone. And especially as religious, I'm very happy the entire network of Talitha Kum, wherever we go, we see religious and our lay partners joining hands and working maybe in the level of prevention or rehabilitation or through the legal course of work. So in every way, we find a lot of good is done. And I want to say personally, it's because of this Talitha Kum network, I have become an agent in the lives of so many migrants and who would have been a prey to human trafficking. Is because of the prevention strategies that we have learned through this Talitha Kum leadership network, especially that of campaign, advocacy, lobby with the government and with the network partners. And it has been a movement. We journey together towards this end. So thank you for this opportunity. May God bless us all. Let us say to everyone, little sister or little brother of mine, rise. let us go forward. Thank you.
And thank you so much, Sister Mariola. What a beautiful inspiration you are, but it's a mutual inspiration from what we've heard from you, and to be able to speak those words today. Thank you so, so much. So right now, if we could see if Dr. Juan Manuel Mora is now ready, we can invite you, Dr. Mora, to speak to us on behalf of the Pontifical University of the Holy Cross.
Thank you very much. Yo pensaba hablar en español. Me han invitado a hablar en español, lo agradezco. Y mando los saludos de la vicerrectora Cristina Reyes, que quería estar aquí, pero tuvo que salir de viaje. Y efectivamente me encuentro aquí como representando a la Universidad de la Santa Cruz. Trabajo allí como vicerrector de comunicación, o sea, me dedico a la comunicación. Y es un honor para mí participar en este encuentro en nombre de la universidad. Quizá vale la pena mencionar que mi presencia aquí se justifica gracias al acuerdo firmado, por una parte, por la Universidad de la Santa Cruz y, por otra, por la Unión Internacional de Superiores Religiosas, el 24 de junio del año 24, hace un poquito más de un año, y es un acuerdo que se firmó para 3 años. Y el contenido precisamente de ese acuerdo era la colaboración en la realización precisamente de la 5ª edición de este curso. Tengo que confesar que para la universidad este acuerdo y este curso son muy importantes. Primero porque para nosotros es un honor también poder colaborar con la Unión Internacional de Superioras Generales, que tienen tanta relevancia eclesial en todo el mundo. Nosotros estamos en Roma, pero en esas universidades viene gente de todo el mundo, con lo cual estamos muy honrados de poder firmar este acuerdo. Y desde luego que voy a decir, que saben mucho mejor que yo, este acuerdo es muy importante para nosotros por la trascendencia del proyecto Talitha Kum, en defensa de la dignidad integral de las personas y contra toda forma de tráfico y de trata. Como universidad estamos muy agradecidos de poder colaborar con un pequeño grano de arena en un proyecto tan noble y tan bonito. De hecho, este acuerdo como nos permite entrar en contacto con campos y temas que no son los habituales de una vida académica universitaria, de las bibliotecas y de los libros teóricos que se suelen estudiar en la universidad. Me recuerda un poco a lo que decía el Papa Francisco a las universidades pontificias, que tenían que ser auténticos laboratorios de cultura, dejándose interpelar por los problemas sociales más acuciantes. Por tanto, el hecho de poder colaborar de alguna manera a nosotros nos supone una oportunidad muy, muy positiva para nosotros, ¿no? Y por último, también desde el punto de vista metodológico, nos permite explorar fórmulas nuevas que no son las clásicas lecciones en el aula con el profesor hablando a los alumnos presentes, sino algo diferente. Por todos estos motivos, mi intervención se resume sobre todo en dar las gracias a la Unión Internacional de Superioras Generales y al proyecto Talitha Kum por ofrecernos esta oportunidad, y en felicitar a todas las personas que han participado en este curso durante la última edición. De todos modos, como me dedico a la comunicación, no puedo no hablar algo de comunicación, si me lo perdonan por un minuto. Y es que pienso que la comunicación tiene bastante que ver con el liderazgo, y quizá lo que diga no es muy ajeno a lo que han tratado en estos meses desde octubre. Solamente quería compartir con ustedes, robarles su paciencia solo por una reflexión, nada más. Y esta es la siguiente. Hace unos días terminé de leer un artículo escrito por 3 profesores que enseñan teoría de la comunicación y que explican qué significa desde el punto de vista conceptual comunicar. De modo muy breve, ellos explicaban que en las últimas décadas la comunicación se ha interpretado según un paradigma que es el paradigma de la transmisión. Está tomado el modelo de la física, y seguro que lo han oído muchas veces, y según este modelo entendemos la comunicación como un proceso que permite que un mensaje vaya de un emisor a un receptor a través de un determinado canal, usando un determinado lenguaje, evitando los ruidos y descifrando después el mensaje con algunos códigos. Como digo, el paradigma está tomado de la física y se ha usado muchísimo. Además sirve especialmente para la radio y para otros fenómenos de comunicación. Sin embargo, esos profesores decían que este modelo es muy limitado. Es una visión muy técnica, muy mecánica, muy poco humana, muy poco social. Según ellos, el paradigma correcto de la comunicación es aquel que mira a la finalidad, no al medio o al modo, sino a la finalidad. Y el paradigma que ellos proponen es el paradigma de la integración. Ellos piensan que la comunicación es el mejor modo de lograr que las personas no solo intercambien información, sino que lleguen a entenderse y a estar unidos. Según ellos, la comunicación es el proceso que ayuda a lograr la integración, la unidad. Quizá los católicos diríamos la comunión. Pienso que es una idea interesante que abre muchos horizontes, a mí por lo menos me los ha abierto en el modo de entender mi profesión. Pienso que puede ser un concepto interesante para entender el liderazgo y simplemente quería proponerles esta pequeña reflexión. Espero y deseo que el curso haya resultado muy positivo para todos. Espero y deseo que nuestra colaboración se prolongue en el tiempo, en el futuro, y que sea muy fructífera. Muchas gracias.
Thank you so, so much, Dr. Moore, especially for the last reflection on communication, which I can assure you is a very, very, very practical, but also very important part of the leadership course due to the world that we live in. So thank you so, so much. As all of you know, one of the elements of the leadership training course is a group project. So in this next part of the presentation, we will hear from two different people who are representing two groups. Of the 5 groups in this year's course, 4 of them chose a very, very similar project based on providing direct prevention seminars in their local areas. Our first presentation, Elias from Lebanon, will present how his group developed and carried out that particular project which 4 groups chose. Directly after Elias, we will hear from 2 individuals, Sister Ethel Munsaka and Sister Maria Graciela, 2 participants regarding their own personal experience in the course. And I can assure you it's always very fascinating to see how each participant grows from and applies what they are learning, bringing their own gifts and experience and charisms to it. And then our final presentation during this ceremony will be presented by a group who truly developed a unique and complex project. So Lucia will present that group she will represent that group in presenting their project. So those of you who are now presenting, please feel free to present one after the other. And Elias will begin with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Bernadette. First of all, on the behalf of my group number 3, I would like to thank the tutors and the leadership course for choosing our group for this presentation and this final ceremony. Thank you so much. I will share my screen now. Okay. Our project title was Preventing Human Trafficking Among the Marginalized. Our group member is Sister Shirley Joseph from India, Sister Laurencia Lawrence from Sri Lanka, me Elias Mawad from Lebanon, Sister Mercedes Castro from Philippines, Sister Benedetta Naumiat from Myanmar. Our target group is children, slum dwellers, migrants, scavengers, health workers, youth, and refugees. I start with India. Network name is Amra Talitha Kum India. Addressing the migrants and slum dwellers, communities, and Mumbai, with 35 participants from each group. The session focused on what human trafficking is, how it is extremely prevalent around them, the visible after effects of trafficking and their own neighborhood, such as the presence of commercial sex workers. Sri Lanka, network name Talitha Kum Sri Lanka. Awareness took place for youth, families, and young parents. 30 students pursuing higher studies participated, visited 7 families, listened to their concerns, and motivated them to protect their children, raised awareness about the current situation in the country, provided preventive education on social media and online protection. For Lebanon, network name is Wells of Hope, Talitha Kum Lebanon. Awareness sessions for children were conducted in different regions of the country. Target group is around 500 children in North Lebanon, 150 children in Beirut, around 100 in the south of Lebanon. The session focused on the dangers of exploitation, prevention plans, how to protect themselves from cyber trafficking, action plans for possible victims. In Philippines, network name as Talitha Kum Philippines. Awareness sessions were held at the Canossa Health Center in Tondo, where health workers, volunteers, and scavengers come together as vigilant protectors and providers, living with integrity and showing unwavering commitment against human trafficking and online child exploitation. In Myanmar, network name is Talitha Kum Myanmar. Due to natural disasters, many displaced people become vulnerable. Awareness sessions were held with 210 refugees, 185 youth, and 75 children at Lake To Parish, listening to their challenges and offering reassurance of support. The sessions helped alert them to the risk of human trafficking and how to protect themselves. Despite our differences in place, time, language, what brought us together went far beyond that. It was our love to humanity and our determination to do everything possible to protect from human trafficking and restore dignity for every person. Thank you so much.
Sister Ethel, over to you, please.
Thank you very much, Sister. And I'm privileged to be able to speak here. Thank you so much. I'm Sister Ethel Munsaga. I'm a Holy Cross sister working in Zambia. I got to know about Talitha Kum at a meeting that I attended, and what inspired me was the fight against human trafficking and also the promotion of the human dignity, which speaks to me as a person. I believe that every person's dignity should be respected. And this also sits very well with my congregational charism, which is rooted in the Paschal mystery and promotes the potential energy in every person that we meet. Throughout the course, we had different modules, very rich experience. And maybe I'll just draw our attention maybe to one or two things that I carry with me. What I have learned is communication and public speaking. Through public speaking, I learned to be able to communicate, to listen, to be able to be precise to my audience, and also to be clear about the message that I bring across. This has also helped me as I do awareness raising now in my network, which is TAKUZA. We had also a component on networking. Our experience in Peru was very enriching to hear about what different other networks are doing the whole world. And also in my own ministry here under TAKUZA, I have also learned to network with different stakeholders as we raise awareness. We had an activity at the bus stop, and a lot of people were involved in the preparation. And I was very happy that I could use the skills that I learned under networking to ensure that the program ran very well. Last year, at the beginning of the year, I was asked to join the team which is coordinating the youth ambassadors at African level. And when I was invited to take the course on leadership training, I was very excited. And I'm happy that it has helped me to grow as a person, especially in the servant leadership, being able to listen, being with the other, drawing up the vision and mission of Talitha Kum with the networks that I work with, and especially also with the young people that I work with. I have learned a lot on what it means to be a leader. We also had a project, and in that project, it challenged me to come out of my comfort zone. It helped me to be aware of the giftedness that I have and the giftedness of all my group members. And also what brought us together was the common love and passion to end human trafficking and to be there for the vulnerable migrant. And because of that common goal that we have and passion, we were able at the end to be able to come up with a project, and we presented and worked very well. So I found that experience helping me to grow and network with others and appreciate other people. I carry a lot of lessons from the experience, but I'll just mention maybe one or two. One of them is the one that I mentioned earlier on, spirituality. I really appreciate the spirituality of Talitha Kum. It helps me to carry out my mission as an ambassador, as an advocate, as a leader, as one who is there for the migrant in the spirit of Talitha Kum, and I'm very grateful for that. I also carry with me leadership skills of listening, of being there, of growing with those around me and seeing different ways that I can help them. I also carry with me communication skills that help me in my ministry of Talitha Kum. I really would like to appreciate Sister Abby and her team and everyone else that was involved in organizing this, our training. We really learned a lot, and for all the funders that helped us to ensure that everything ran very well. Thank you very much, and we promise to work hard and to do our best in our different networks. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Ella. We now go to Maria Graciela.
Buenas tardes a todas y todos. ¿Se escucha?
Sí.
Hoy me siento profundamente agradecida y honrada de estar aquí en este momento tan especial para compartir unas palabras que nacen del corazón. Hemos llegado al cierre de un camino que no solo nos ha formado como líderes, sino que nos ha transformado como personas. Durante este curso, cada uno de nosotros ha respondido a ese llamado. Talitha Kum. Nos hemos levantado con convicción, con coraje y con una profunda sensibilidad ante una de las realidades más dolorosas de nuestro tiempo, la trata de personas. A mediados del año 2024, recibí la invitación de la Comisión contra la Trata de Personas de la Conferencia de Religiosos del Paraguay. Sin comprender la magnitud del compromiso, dije que sí. Me asomé a una ventana abierta al mundo que hasta ese momento era desconocido. Hoy llevo un poco más de un año transitando en este sendero y mi vida ya se ha llenado de experiencias, rostros, encuentros y mucho aprendizaje. A pocos meses de mi itinerancia en la comisión, recibo la oferta para ser partícipe de la quinta edición de formación de liderazgo de Talitha Kum. Al ser admitida a este curso, he avanzado a pasos agigantados en el conocimiento de la identidad de Talitha Kum. Aprecio su historia de compromiso y en este tiempo de formación he recibido las herramientas necesarias para empoderarme de la misión dentro de la red. Considero de vital importancia todo el proceso de aprendizaje, la interacción entre los participantes, las diferentes experiencias en todos los contextos. Esto me anima y compromete en la tarea de ser una líder activa en mi comunidad. La identidad carismática de mi congregación me permite posicionarme en el mundo juvenil para la sensibilización sobre la trata de personas. El desafío de mi contexto sociocultural me compromete a dedicar tiempo, iniciativas, recursos y espacios para llegar a la mayor cantidad posible de jóvenes de las instituciones educativas, los grupos juveniles, educadores y padres de familia. En la fase presencial del diplomado en Perú, fue motivador el testimonio de los jóvenes embajadores, quienes con tanta creatividad llegan a diversos puntos del país con los talleres y charlas informativas. Esto me motivó a lanzar la propuesta a nivel Paraguay. Hoy con mucha alegría estoy acompañando muy de cerca la formación de liderazgo juvenil de una joven paraguaya, quien está realizando los talleres en sus pares en la ciudad de Villeta. Puedo afirmar que cuando la persona lleva la luz en su interior, puede alumbrar a su alrededor. Y una luz, como afirma Jesús en el Evangelio, no puede quedar oculta, sino debe ser compartida. Esto resume mi experiencia en el compromiso de la prevención. Gracias por confiar en nosotros. Gracias por creer que otro mundo es posible. Y gracias por enseñarnos que el liderazgo verdadero nace del servicio, de la empatía y de la fe en la dignidad de cada ser humano. Que este cierre sea solo el inicio de muchas acciones concretas, que sigamos siendo Talitha Kum, personas que se levantan y que ayudan a otros a levantarse. Muchísimas gracias.
Gracias también a usted. And our final, what we'll be hearing from the participants is a video that we'll be seeing regarding the project on the more complex project presented by Lucia. Welcome, Lucia.
No sé si me escuchan bien, pero saluditos a todos por ahí.
Buen día y bienvenidos compañeros y compañeras. Hoy voy a estar representando al grupo número 2 y les voy a hacer una breve presentación del manual que producimos como grupo. Ya hemos visto en los anteriores. En esta diapositiva van a ver la portada del manual, la cual es canales de comunicación para las redes de Talitha Kum. Esa es la portada de este manual. Van a tener los nombres de todas las compañeras que está Isabel y Rosa Elena, que representan a Brasil. Después tenemos a Luz y Ilse, representando a la Colombia, a Zaira, a El Salvador, con la red Rama, y desde Uruguay, representando a la red Causay. Nuestra mentora. Bueno, ahora sí, comentarles un poco del contenido del manual. Se dividen en 5 grandes capítulos que son la comunicación, los medios de comunicación, las redes sociales, material gráfico y el liderazgo. Grandes módulos tienen dentro de cada uno una parte conceptual, una parte de tema en sí, actividades interactivas. Lo que busca es ser básico, que tenga una lectura amena, algo de interacción para que la persona que lo lea pueda estar leyendo y poniendo en práctica esos saberes que se comparten, que sea lo más básico posible para que todos lo puedan entender. Van a poder ver un poco del manual. Se ven 4 páginas de este manual en donde pueden ver que están los conceptos de las cosas de las que vamos a hablar y también se puede llegar a apreciar la estética para que también la lectura no se torne aburrida y la persona que esté leyendo y que tenga intenciones de interactuar con el manual se le haga un poco más entretenido también poder trabajar. Y ahora, si pensamos en retos superados para la elaboración, que fueron a lo largo de la elaboración del manual, pero fueron superados. El primero fue poder unificar visiones, ya que éramos países de América, muchos países, visiones a ese manual y unificarlas. Y en segunda instancia, otro gran reto superado fue lograr que sea de uso en las redes, pueda hacer visiones, pero también que sea para el uso internacional. Bueno, como grupo esperamos de este manual que pueda fortalecer nuestra identidad. También queremos y esperamos que sea utilizado como una guía cotidiana, como para la incidencia externa. Esperamos que pueda generar conciencia de otras instituciones, este manual, y también que ayude de manera más eficaz a la hora de trabajar sobre la trata de personas. Bueno, como grupo, esperamos que pueda fortalecer nuestra identidad como red internacional. También, bueno, para ir cerrando la presentación, una integrante del grupo número 2, que tienen que ver un poco con lo que esperamos de este manual. Primer paso. Ahora necesitamos suyo. Solo así tendrá el manual. Muchas gracias por escuchar.
Thank you to all of us who have shared your individual and your group experiences with us. It makes the course a bit more meaningful to all of us and concrete. Before actually getting into the ceremony, we're going to take a 10-minute break. So I invite all of you to come back in about 10 minutes. We're at almost 10 past the hour. So whatever that 10 past the hour is for you, we're going to be back again at 20 past the hour. See you then. Our break. Do we have our technicians with us again? There we go. Thank you so much. So now, right now we move into the presentation of the certificates. So we move over to Yvonne and Abby. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sister Bernadette. Of course, this is, I think, this we're waiting for, and of course, I would like also to acknowledge of all the coordinators and friends that really supporting all the members of this group or this 5th edition participated in this course. So thank you for your support. But I also would like to invite our representative from UISG, from the Angasa University, and also from Pontifical University to really give us a support when we hand this certificate. So I'd like to move on and also pass to Mr. Ivan to really explain this course and of course the certificate. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Abby. Can you hear me? Very good. So, actually, my dear all here gathered for this final ceremony, this moment is actually the tip of a huge iceberg. Indeed, the certificates that the 26 participants are about to receive are the final step of a long and demanding process. Actually started more than 1 year ago, when they submitted their candidature for the 6th edition of the training course for the leaders of Talitha Kum. And this course went through 4 phases: the online sessions, the intense residential in Lima, Peru, the very demanding group project work phase, about which you have heard some of the projects, some reports about the projects, and finally, the preparation of the final personal thesis by each and every one of the participants who attended this course. So, as you have certainly understood from all what you have seen today, they, the participants, the core of this course, fully deserve the certificate. And basically, they would deserve much more for all what they have done during this more than 1 year spent together, trying to learn to each other and to become effective leaders for Talitha Kum network. So I will show you a sample certificate because I cannot show you each and every one of them, but of course they are ready and the participants will receive them soon. And I just show you an anonymous one because I don't want to be unjust and unfair with anyone. And this is an academic certificate which is signed by the rector of my university and by Brother Jonas and myself, who are the 2 formators with a position in the 2 universities collaborating with this initiative, which are the Tangaza University of Nairobi in Kenya and the Pontifical University of the Holy Cross in Rome. Of course, this course and all the phases would have been simply unimaginable without the huge work of Talitha Kum International Coordination, the group of the formators, and the tireless, effective, and concrete support by the UISG. So let me try to see if I can show the certificate that each participant will receive just after this final ceremony. Can you see it? Okay, this is the certificate. Now, I don't know if it's technically possible or another, I don't even know if this is a wise suggestion, but I would ask all the attendees to this gathering for just 10 seconds, no more, just 10 seconds, to unmute the microphones and let the 26 participants feel the joy that they can share for their achievement. Can we do that? So unmute yourself, clap your hands, cry whatever you want, and congratulate with these 26 participants who really deserve that.
Yes. Congratulations, everyone.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Well done.
Bravo.
Congratulations.
Bravo, bravo.
Congratulations to all of them.
Congratulations to Daniel and Sister
Gracias.
Tsege from Ethiopia.
Gracias, qué hermoso
Gracias.
Gracias por el
Gracias.
acompañamiento.
Ustedes. Gracias, Talitha
Bravo,
Kum, por la
bravo,
oportunidad.
Well
bravo.
done. Well done.
Well done,
Gracias.
Thank you, Sister Abby. Thank you to all the teachers. Teacher Ivan, teacher.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Congrats to everyone.
Thank you. Congratulations to you, to all our mentors and formators. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. I think it was positive to let the participants feel your joy for this achievement. But now let me just add another brief comment, which is simply a bit more formally to say to my dear participants, to give them my most sincere congratulations for this achievement on behalf, of course, of all the formators and all the people and institutions involved in this enterprise. Congratulations, thank you for everything. I will have the occasion to thank you wholeheartedly for what you have given to me during this year spent together. But now I think that Sister Abby would like to add her congratulations too personally.
Yes, it's really a joy and congratulations. We joined together, we worked together, and this is the moment. So thank you for your patience. Unfortunately, one person was not able to walk through with us. As you know, we started 27, now become 27, 26 because of for many reasons. As you know, we have also a criteria to follow. But I'd like to invite also of our Sister Roxanne and Sister Mary Joan, if you would like to say briefly to congratulate our graduates. So if Sister Roxanne is around or Sister Mary Joan, I saw Sister Roxanne is still around.
Yes.
Okay,
Well,
Sister Roxanne, thank you.
Thank you. Well, it's a great joy to be with you, and congratulations for what you've accomplished, but even more so for the commitment you have made and your commitment to go forward, your commitment to embrace those who struggle to have a human dignity, your commitment to be advocates, to be that prophetic voice that our world so desperately needs. That's what I hold in my heart for you, the gratitude that you, for the commitment you have made. So thank you, and may God bless you, and may you feel the accompaniment of all of us at UISG. Blessings.
Thank you, Sister Roxanne. Mary John, please.
Yeah, I thought I will say something at the closing, but I might as well say it's a moment of great joy and pride and achievement for this, not only for the graduates, but for all of us, I think. Because it's a serious project. I looked through the demands and the requirements of it. This requires really commitment, perseverance, and hard work. And like the graduates shared, the kind of work they did, it's a very, very good thing, and it gives the graduates a sense of preparedness and adequacy, that I feel you are prepared for the work now. And so I am very happy, and I feel really proud of you, all the 26 and all who worked behind it.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We'll call her back, but of course from Tangasa University, Brother Jonas, just briefly. I know you would say something too, but just for this moment. Thank you. Unmute yourself.
Okay, fine. Okay, yeah. I really want to appreciate and congratulate all the participants for running up to the end of this journey. And I know it was not easy, and also journeying with the team. We know very well that it's a really tough journey. And I want to stress one thing, that for me, the Ministry of against human trafficking is one of the crucial ministry today, and it's one of the most challenging ministry. So you have embraced a very challenging ministry, and what I appreciate is the passion and the dedication I see, in doing this work. You do it with joy. That is very important. Doing it with the passion, dedication, and with joy. I think you are today, for me, you are Jesus, the symbol of Jesus, the liberator, who is, using the gospel to liberate people through the care that you give. So this is amazing work that you are doing. I want to mention something that really impressed me when I listened to the different projects during the project phase, the work that you did. What impressed me is the number of people that you reached out to, the impact that you were able to create in that short period of time. I think that is something that you need to carry on. And my invitation is for you to continue learning. And you have learned a lot. So don't end with the learning, continue collaborating, and continue pushing this mission forward. You are not alone. I think that's one key lesson. I think has been said. You are not alone. You belong to a bigger network. So we keep supporting you.
Thank you.
Congratulations and be blessed.
Thank you, Brother Jonas. Of course, you're the representative of our collaborators, especially the UISG, the Holy Cross University, and Tangasa University. On behalf of our collaborators and partners, congratulations to everybody. You made it, and we continue our journey. Now I'm going to turn on again with Mr. Ivan and Marion. I think Sister Bernadette, that's what we are now, huh? To see this edition progress. Thank you.
Okay, so at the end of the activities, so just a few days ago, actually, we asked the participants to answer some questions about their evaluation of this edition of the course. However, let me first give you my own evaluation of the results, which is very simple. They have been great. Already the engagement and the hard work the participants put in the course is a great result, as it has been mentioned several times. Still greater are the concrete outputs they achieved all along the course, what they have done in their project works and the related reports, the deliverables that they produced. We have seen a handbook of communication in Talitha Kum, among others deliverables, of course, their final thesis and many other things. But the huge result, in my view, is simply the improvements that our participants have displayed in virtually every aspect of their life, basically, as involved in this course. From the beginning to today, the improvements they had is simply amazing. It's striking. So my evaluation of the course is that this is a gift. This is a gift, and we have to rightly celebrate it today. And now I will give the floor to Marion at the UISG, who sometimes I call Super Marion, because he's always, super effective in everything she does for Talitha Kum. And she will present us some of the elements of the evaluation by the participants themselves. So Marion, the floor is yours. So thanks for this as well.
Thank you very much, Ivan. Just give me 1 second, everyone, so I can share my screen. Okay, so as Ivan said, almost all of you have responded to our evaluation form, and this is just a little snapshot of what came out. But it was very, very positive, and it's beautiful to hear from all of you, because that will also be very helpful for us to continue this session and continue to form new leaders. So when we asked you to rate your leadership skills before the course and at the end of the course, the average that we receive is that you noted yourself as a 6 out of 10 and out of the course as a 8.65. So we can see there's a real difference. Even more when you rated your knowledge of the phenomenon of human trafficking. So most of you already knew about human trafficking, especially on the local level, but it seems that the course really helped you to have a deeper understanding and a more networking at the international level understanding. And finally, and this is one of the main objective of the course, so it's good that it came out so positive. When we asked you to rate your awareness of Talitha Kum networking mindset before the course and after, we can see that most of you were a little bit less aware of what it meant to be working and networking together. But it seems that the course really helped you out also to understand the identity and the networking as an inherent part of Talitha Kum. When we asked you also the type of classes that you thought were most helpful, again, what came out first was Talitha Kum identity, the spirituality, the style of networking. So that's something that we want to continue. We want to continue to have in the next formations. The second class that you found very helpful was leadership as a way of life, how to be leaders in all areas of life and how to embody it. And the third one was communication and public speaking. And now to hear directly from some of you and what you have said. I'm sorry, I don't speak Spanish, so I will not be reading it in Spanish. But I think what it says here is, I'm very grateful for this course. Thanks to this course, I was really able to improve on my leadership in humility and in responsibility. And I now will try to be a first example of what I want to convey. Someone else said, before I wasn't comfortable speaking in large groups. Now, thanks to the training, I feel more confident and able to express myself. Through these activities, I've gained so much. Group dynamics and practical exercises provided a space for self-awareness and personal growth, which allowed me to apply these learnings in my daily life with greater confidence, clarity, and effectiveness. A lot of you also spoke of the group projects, which was one big part, applied part of the course. And so what some of you said was, it was an amazing journey. I learned to work in a team and appreciate not only diversity in ideas, but culture. The common mission to end human trafficking and exploitation bound us together. And here again in Spanish, my translation will not be perfect, but I will try. This was an excellent experience of fraternity, collaboration, interchange of knowledge and comprehension. And we were able to overcome difficulties thanks to dialogue. So here you have, again, just a little snapshot, but we've heard also directly from the participants that this was mostly positive, and you have given us food for thought for the next edition, so thank you.
Thank you, Marion and Professor Ivan. I think I'm going to take on for this for the next line of our agenda today. So because we have few a little bit, so I'm going to invite, since Marion is already also shared the evaluation, but as a formator, as a team, I'd like you also just briefly, Marion, and for the rest of the formators here, just to give a message and of course what your impression for this fifth edition. Marion, I'd like you to invite you first one. Just your message shortly. Thank you.
Thank you, Abby. I've been with you at the beginning for the recruitment process and just at the end, and I wish that I was for most of it. But what I know is also that Francesca has worked a lot with you, and I'm sure she would have liked to be here and to congratulate you herself. But for me, I've seen the progress that has been talked about today, and I really wish you all the best in continuing to work in Talitha Kum, showing example leadership and being part of it together. So thank you and all the best.
Thank you, Marion. Of course, Sister Carmen, for our mentor for the Spanish-speaking, Sister Carmen. Very short, thank you.
Pues nuevamente mi gratitud infinita a Dios, a Talitha Kum, a ti, Abby, a todo el equipo de formadores. Gracias por invitarme a formar parte en este 5º curso. Ya son 5 cursos, más personas liderando Talitha Kum en el mundo. Y eso es grandioso. La experiencia, sobre todo en la parte presencial, me enriqueció y nos enriqueció. Nos dimos la oportunidad de caminar en unidad por el mismo objetivo. Compartimos nuestras culturas, nuestros pensamientos, nuestras experiencias en nuestras redes. Los proyectos, todos increíbles, de compromiso, entusiasmo y esperanza real. Y las tesis, conozco las de mi maravilloso grupo 2 y muestran la profundidad y proyección sostenible. Hoy estamos felices por este gran logro. Gracias a todos, a todas. Gracias a Dios, que Él mantenga su confianza y fortaleza en Él en esta lucha contra la trata de personas en todo el mundo. Muchas gracias.
Thank you, Carmen. Sister Ana Maria, are you around? Yes. Mentor from Group 1, thank you.
Buenos días con todos, gracias Abby, queridos amigos y amigas que están culminando este curso de formación. Para nosotros aquí en Perú fue una bendición recibirlos en nuestro país y compartir con cada uno de ustedes, ¿no? Este curso de formación de liderazgo para la prevención de la trata de personas está llegando, aparte a un final, pero también un inicio, ¿no? Y por eso quiero expresar mi gratitud y admiración por cada uno y cada una de ustedes, ¿no? Desde tantos lugares del mundo han compartido sus experiencias, sus esperanzas, sus compromisos, que nos unen en una misma causa, la defensa de la vida y la dignidad humana. Que todo lo que han aprendido y lo que sigan aprendiendo se convierta en luz y fuerza para nuestro mundo. Que sigamos caminando juntos y juntas, más allá de las fronteras, en esta nuestra misión, que es contribuir a la construcción de un mundo libre de explotación y lleno de esperanza. Con mucha confianza en el futuro, me despido de ustedes con un gran abrazo fraterno que trasciende distancias y fronteras. Gracias.
Thank you, Ana Maria. Yvonne, say a little bit after all your speech.
Yeah, of course. Of course, I want to say something. My comment is basically a huge, enormous thank you, and to many people. Let me begin with my friends in the coordination of the course. Sister Carmen, Sister Ana Maria, Sister Angela, Marion, Brother Jonas, and Sister Bernadette. And Sister Abby, of course, but I will come back to you in a while, Abby, don't worry. It has been a true pleasure to enjoy this journey with you. This is the 6th edition that I helped realizing, and each edition has been for me an enormous occasion to learn a lot and to reflect upon, and not to lose sight of both the very bad things that humanity is capable of, but also the sublime things that we can realize, especially in collaboration. So thank you very much. Of course, my biggest knowledge goes to the participants. I want to thank them for a number of things, for a number of reasons. First of all, for their engagement in this course, in the middle of the many other duties, commitments, challenges, and difficulties that they have beyond this course in the, let me say, ordinary life, which is not ordinary at all, indeed. Second, for their engagement in Talitha Kum. You know, I'm a father of 2 daughters, and when I think that creatures like them could be object of such terrible mistreatments against which Talitha Kum fight every day, well, this makes me consider members of Talitha Kum as my real heroes. The third reason, I want to thank the participants for having decided to be part of this course, which is a course for leaders of the networks. That's not basic formation. And so this attests to the higher level of commitment they are willing and determined to give to Talitha Kum. Thank you very much. The fourth reason, thank you, my dear participants, for what you have shared with me and with us all, your experiences, your skill, your feelings, and your emotions. Many thanks for your kindness, for the laugh we had together, and also for the touching moments and the tears, because we have also cried together, and I never forget that. So, thank you for all that, sincerely. Last but not least, my wholehearted thanks to Sister Rebbe. Well, I really do not have time now to list all the reasons for my gratitude, but let me just tell to everyone here that what she does for Talitha Kum is unimaginable. And I learn a lot from seeing her in action. So thank you, Abby.
Okay, Ivan, thank you. So we will come back to that. We really work together very closely. Thank you so much, Ivan. Without you, of course, this probation won't happen. Of course, we're a few more. So, but anyway, hang on to that. Brother Jonas from Tangasa, one of our formators as well.
Thank you. I want to start first with Sister Abby by making a comment. Having been this, program for these few years, since Sister Abby took over, I think the challenge every year she wants to take it to another level. I think that's, taking up new challenge, opening up new paths for this program. This is amazing. I think I really want to congratulate you for that. I know how difficult, challenging it was to organize it the way we organized it this year. So I think that's very good. I also want to appreciate the team behind it. You can also see that the diversity of the team, and it's not very easy, but we also, through that, we learn to exercise our leadership. I appreciate the participants. One thing that I want to highlight and acknowledge is the fact that many of you are very busy with your ministry. And this came as an additional commitment, to your ministry. But yet, because you believe in it, because you are passionate about it, you gave it all. You gave it everything to be able to finish. I think it's something that I deeply appreciate. And my invitation is that you continue with the same enthusiasm that you have shown. You continue with the same spirit that you have shown. And then, for me personally, I think when I listen to you, when I journey, with you, what I gain is inspiration. Inspiration for the work that many of you are doing. So as Ivan said, I also have learned a lot. And also when I listen, even the group that accompany the challenges that you go through, how you handle those challenges. And it's also as really a sign of how much this program is impacting on the participants. So I really appreciate that. My final word is that don't keep the work that you are doing under the carpet. Tell your story. I think that's one of the things that I want to invite you to do. Tell your story, amplify the voices of Talitha Kum all over the world. It's a bigger, the voice becomes bigger if we all join. So I leave you with this word. Tell your story. God bless you.
Thank you, Brother Jonas. Thank you for that. And of course, with Sister Angela, not only being a formator, but also as a superior general. Thank you for your support, Sister Angela. Your message to the group.
Thank you very much. I would like to take this opportunity first to thank God who made it possible for all the journey that we have done together. Having worked with all of you, 26 participants, and the team of formation, I can witness that there has been a transformative journey. When listening to your presentation, I was filled with joy, but also with gratitude to God that you let yourselves be trained, and with compassion and passion, you have engaged in fully. So I want to say this prayer for you. May your hearts be guided by compassion, your actions rooted in integrity, and your leadership devoted to saving and restoring the dignity of every human person affected by the scourge of human trafficking. Today, one journey is ended. In a few minutes, another journey begins. Remember, you have a tool with you. May God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you. That was beautiful. Thank you so much, Sister Angela. I don't know if Sister Joyce from Tangasa, are you here? She always, I would say, behind, she works behind the camera. But of course, she really helped us a lot. Sister Joyce, thank you.
Thank you, Sister Ab. Yes, I love to be behind, but thank you for the opportunity. Mine is to congratulate all the members who have made it up to this moment for their dedication, for their commitment. Indeed, during this period of time, you could feel the sense of eagerness, willing to learn, a sense of commitment in class. And whatever they were doing, really, you could feel that there was a lot of commitment and eagerness to learn. And today we are very happy to reach this far. Mine is to tell you that as you go out, may you remain the instruments of God's liberation. There are a lot of people who are in need of your help. Please be open and be willing to give them the support that they need using the skills that you have learned. And I want to thank the team for the commitment as well. It has been a good moment. We have worked together, and I know we have more responsibilities ahead. May we continue with the same spirit. God bless you all.
Thank you so much, Sister Joyce. And of course, there's so many people to thank for. Of course, I'd like first to thank as well our superiors generals because for their endorsement. Of course, our Talitha Kum coordinators, the endorsement to our participants or for our graduates that may continue really deepen their commitment to Talitha Kum network wherever they belong. To our 26 participants, I won't able to mention all of you or so many coordinators present here, but of course as well for the support of our executives, the UISG, the university as well. So really thank you, and for all the participants, for all the graduates. So thank you for joining with us. This is not going to be our last meeting, but of course I'm here, of course, to support on behalf of the Talitha Kum international team. I also would like to thank my team here. We really, as you know, we're always present for you, and we continue our journey together. So my last person to be part of this formators team is Sister Bernadette. We have so many challenges, as you know, but I think you learn a lot from her. So we really thank you, Sister Bernadette, of this for this for group. And of course, I would like to ask you your message to the participants. Thank you.
Sure. Well, as always, I'm going to piggyback on someone else, and right now it's Brother Jonas. And I will call out one of the next levels that you brought this leadership course to, and that is its bilingual nature. And of course, that also created a bit of degree of difficulty for the participants, which we saw a huge journey in all of you in Peru, and we actually had to get together and figure out the Tower of Babel, right? But I personally am extremely enriched because of how I've gotten to know all of you who participated, and also the other mentors that I was privileged to be able to work with. Seeing all of the energy and the effort each of us put into this ministry, it's absolutely amazing. We're truly lights, which, you know, when we join together, we're exponentially stronger. And I think we, you know, getting together in a course like this helps us to understand the exponential power of working together. So participants learning from other participants, that was beautiful to see how you were learning from each other. Participants learning from mentors and seeing you improve, even from criticism. That's hard, but you all did amazing with the critique that we provided to you. We saw it. And of course, those of us mentors learning from you. It was an amazing triangle, you could say, of learning. You're an inspiration to us, most especially our youth ambassadors, to think that, you know, there are young people in our world taking time out of their free time, who are willing to spend that time to contribute to the end of a scourge that affects your peers as well. You're truly an inspiration. So, as others have said, this is a springboard. We hope to see you in other Talitha Kum venues, and we do wish you all the best, and of course, a remembrance in our prayers. So, thank you all. And now, to conclude, we ask Sister Mary John. She is the Assistant Executive Secretary of UISG, to provide our closing remarks, and then we will have a Thanksgiving prayer provided by Sister Angela. Sister Mary John.
Thank you, Sister Bernadette. You know, friends, what fills me with admiration is the nature of this course. This program is an year long, and it's in 2 languages, as Sister Bernadette said, and attendees from 23 countries. I was just imagine the intercultural, international, global impact it has, you know, how rich it is. And that really, you know, comes home to me, this thought, no, how wonderful it is like that. And we also want to reinforce our, you know, all your efforts by continuous support of the OISG, that we will always stand with you, support you, and offer whatever help we can. And to the attendees or to the graduates, what I want to say is also to use the tools, to put to optimal use. And I'm sure you will do that, and thank you. And I would like to also use this opportunity to thank each one of you, especially Sister Bernadette. It's so nice to see you smiling on the screen there, and you are very skillful in navigating us through the agenda. Thank you so much. And I want also the organizations, the collaborators, and the individuals who have worked behind this. Thank you, the universities. I'm not mentioning but you know them, you know, and we are very, very grateful for all the help, big or small, that has gone into this program. And I thank you, Sister Abby. She's here working with us, so I see her on a daily basis. She's a quiet achiever. You know, she works long and hard, and she has a very simple way of going about, but she's very, very effective. Thank you, Abby, for organizing and coordinating this. This is only one of the Talitha Kum initiatives network. This is only one. They have so many other things going on as well. I want to also express that without an effective team, it would not be possible. Marion and Emma and all others who help in the team here in. I thank also the keynote speakers and all other speakers, all presenters, all who have said inspiring, encouraging words, and also which kind of gives us, motivates us to begin the next program. Yeah. So thank you, all of you. Thank you very much. In the name of OISG, I thank all of you.
And I believe Sister Angela, yes, there you are.
Thank you. At the end of this beautiful and colorful in its way ceremony, I invite all of you to pray, to thank God for His presence throughout the journey, to thank God who has left us with this deep desire to respond in our efforts to respect the dignity of a human person. And so we pray to Him, who is the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Loving and faithful God, we thank you for each member of these 26 participants, for this journey of growth and learning, and for each effort that Talitha Kum International Network has put in. Bless our participants with wisdom, courage, and compassion as they dedicate their leadership to the fight against human trafficking. Guide them to act with humility, integrity, and love, to be discerning leaders with courage, to say yes where your spirit calls. Grant each one of them strength and courage, joy in their service, and success that honors your greater glory. Today, we entrust their mission and their future into your hands for the healing, for dignity, and freedom of all caught up in human trafficking. We ask all this through Christ our Lord, who was the first to defend the dignity of a human person. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Thank you, Sister Angela, for this powerful prayer. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Sister Bernadette, for really special facilitation as always. Your gift is enormous. So thank you for all the participants, for all our guests, for all coordinators who join us. Sister Paula, regional coordinator from Asia, North America, of course, Sister Isabel, I think I've seen, of course, Sister Carmen, for always the support, and the rest of the coordinators in the whole world. But I'd like to also, for those people who just join us, that the official application of the 6th edition leadership training will be starting tomorrow. Okay, so please ask your members or your coordinators or who is willing to step up for the new leaders of Talitha Kum. The application now is open. Thank you all. Thank you for all your participation. Thank you, Sister Roxanne, Sister Mary John, Brother Jonas, and the rest of the guests. Sister Mariola, I think she's still around. Thank you so much. Sister Bernadette, thank you. And of course, my friend Emma, she's always behind the camera, but thank you, thank you. There she is, wonderful Emma. You know her now. Very good. Thank you, Emma. Thank you. Ciao, ciao. Our session for today is finished. Now you can put your microphone if you want to congratulate yourselves as well. This is the time. Of course, Chris from Cambodia, thank you. Hopefully you joined.
Aquí estamos
Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Felicidades a todos.
Ha sido un placer.
Congratulations, brother.
Gracias.
Gracias a todas. Bendiciones. Un placer. Felicitaciones.
Let's end this.
Congratulations. I forgot the interpreters.
Thank you.
Interpreters are around. Grazie, grazie.
Thank you very much.
Abby. Hi, Sister Paula.
God bless you.
Paula,
God
mercy.
Ciao.
Thank you, everyone.
Good
Bye.
night, good afternoon, good morning for some of you.
Joseph, our
Muchas
group.
gracias. Father,
Celine.
thank you, Father
Para
Joseph.
África, para
Gracias.
Asia, sisters, para Líbano.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Gracias, felicitaciones a todos.